Well, welcome back to Kaiserreich. Now, I've released the past video a bit early to try to get some reactions, or some opinions, and I also released, or spoke to the people in Discord what their opinions were. Now, of course, that's not fully representative, number of people, but I can't actually wait anymore because I don't have time, because I'm leaving for a trip over the weekend, and this video won't come out until, like, I think after the weekend maybe, or something like that. But either way, or, you know, I don't know exactly which day it'll come out, but either way, I need to record this video now so that I can, in good conscience, leave, because I might not be home before, you know, I might have to record another video. So, it seems from the opinion that I have gotten so far that farmer labor is in the majority, by polling my extended general staff, meaning you guys in the comments, in the Discord, and so on and so forth. So we're gonna go with farmer labor, which is the social democratic kind of America, which is kind of interesting, because we're fighting a syndicalist revolution as more moderate labor-oriented people. Well, farm labor. Which puts Henry Wallace in charge. He looks like, oh, he looks like Steve Buscemi, kind of. Actually. Just, you know, more hair. So we got President Steve Buscemi. Humble beginnings as an Iowa farmer did not dissuade a young Henry Wallace from seeing the world and gaining worldly insight. His fortune came from inventing hybrid corn breeds, a major innovation that allowed Wallace to travel the world. I think it's meant to say. Henry visited India and became acquainted with Theosophy, a Hindu school of thought popular in Russia that draws elements of Christian anarchism and socialism. Okay, so that alienated him from mainstream socialism and pushed him to the Farmer Labor Party when he returned. Wallace portrays himself above all else as a pragmatic economist and agricultural expert capable of the agrarian reform America needs. Interesting. Well, there are some farms in Southern California here, for example. I believe they have wine and stuff, and I'm guessing there's some farmland up here as well. Looks like it from the map at least. But otherwise, I'm not quite sure how many farms there are in the Pacific States of America. A lot of the farmland seems to be Midwest, I think. Down here, for example, as well. There's a lot of farms in the south over here. In Georgia and Alabama and stuff. Either way, we're going to continue the war. I'm going to set us to totally fully random. Swap up the 1812 Overture, because I'm kind of sick and tired of it at this point. It's awesome, but still. Kind of tired. Also, whenever I get like Twitter affiliate, and I get emotes and stuff, I'm totally going to have an emote of me wrestling with the volume control. Making sure we've spent all our fine points and stuff here. Alexander Patch could get something new. Entrenchment speed would be awesome to prevent counterattacks. He leads National Guard, so we don't necessarily need skirmisher, I don't think. So I'm gonna go with the Guerrilla Fighter. Improv Expert would also be good, but I'm gonna go with Guerrilla Fighter for the entrenchment speed. Does he have, he doesn't have any of these things? No. I would want to have the one that gives bonus entrenchment as well. That's defensive doctrine. Just in case we need to hold for an extended amount of time. Do a little. Could also get Guerrilla Fighter, would be good for the horses. Oh, Ambush actually gets it as well. Yeah, he's not commanding infantry anyway, so let's go Ambusher, and that also will pair well if he ends up in charge of something air-related. I'll also get Guerrilla Fighter, because that makes them entrench faster, so he built up on taking territory and entrenching in that territory, which is good for cavalry as well. Let's do something daring. Let's try to activate the yellow plan here. It's working. Let's have a look back at the naval invasion. Hopefully it's working as well. Oh, of course, I should have done something important here. I should have done this. And there we go, there our support fleet is. And we've got short bombardment as well. Don't see how much it's actually affecting them. I wish they gave you straight up numbers for this. Tell you how it actually affects them. It reduces the enemy's attack. Does it reduce their defense as well? Yep, it does. Of course, we probably don't have the best fleet for shore bombardment. Oh, actually, no, we do. We have a pretty good fleet. Oh, hold on. Do we have new icons here, or what? Or was ACR always there? That's CVH. That's, yeah, that's... Oh, dude, I think we've got an update for Kaiserreich maybe here. For the MPU mod, which actually gives us proper icons now for the fleets. That is really cool. I'm digging that. Fast battleship. Yeah, everything's here. Oh, dude, that's so cool. Let me have a look at this stuff, though. See if there's anything new with this. Don't think there is. No, I don't see anything here. Still, that might not actually be MPU. That might just be base Kaiserreich. For all I know. Oh my god, that's a lot of people in Cheyenne. Yo, but like... Like, come on, though. You can't blame me for trying. Hold on. Oh shit, we gotta... I wanna get these guys up there, because if we take... We just take that tile. The rest of us dead. Actually, no, you can reach over there. Still. It would be sick. Oh, come on, though. We should probably get the Avenger, since it's honestly quite cheap for us to research. We also do need P-40 Warhawk, which has a range of 1,000 kilometers, about 700 kilometers, which would be amazing. I'm actually going to focus on the Warhawk. And let's see, what do we need to build? Do we need military factories? Yes, I think we do. Not desperately so, though. I think we'll go for military factories now. Just because we have the resources, we just lack the factories to, you know, put those resources into. Not that we necessarily, like, we don't have a dearth of factories. We just could use more for even further or even stronger production, which could be used to shore up the existing Also, this got changed, so now they're horizontal, not vertical. Huh. But yeah, we can use that to shore up the existing missions that we have. Give them some better equipment, so on and so forth. For example, the better, you know, guns and so on. That would be huge. Not quite sure what kind of guns the enemy are using, but I'm gonna guess they're still using M1 Garands. Maybe a couple of Thompson machine guns here and there. Yeah, this is not going well. The enemy is getting beaten down, but so are we. What if? What if? No, I can't do that. Well, next time I'll try to reassign these guys as well. I was hoping to have them fresh and ready for whenever the battle actually, or whenever the invasion actually starts, like when they land. I want to have these guys fresh and ready to just rush out and not low on organization. That's the reason I didn't actually assign them to begin with. But it seems as if that was probably a mistake, because now we're getting beaten back. Hopefully they don't try to, you know, retry the moment they land again. Usually the AI does that. No longer get the effect from the push against the Syndicalists. Oh well then. Okay, they moved out of Cheyenne. I want to take Cheyenne again. Try to take it. We do encircle it pretty heavily, or we can encircle it pretty heavily with all these different divisions. They're not the strongest divisions though, and they can push in. Yeah, they're gonna pull in reinforcements immediately. Not ideal, though. We can see now that the vast majority of their troops are pretty low on strength still, which is why they can't push against us. So all we essentially have to do is hold until we can push against them, or until our pushes actually work against them. So this isn't really working, so I think you guys need to stop this shit. And we need to take manual control. We need to assume manual control over all this. And of course we do need N and decryption. Vitally important. Garrisons again, let's add them to, I believe we have them in the State Guard. Yes, we do. Let's see, we've got mountain troops in the State Guard as well. We should probably reassign them to the north, just in case we are reaching... Okay, we're not yet in the mountains, but we'll keep that in mind. Make sure to reassign them over there if need be. The State Guard is holding pretty well though against this river, so I don't know if we're necessarily stressed for men over there. Maybe we'll reassign them over, or assign them with the militia here. Militia are actually in fighting shape, I think. I'll set up an attack plan, even though I won't actually activate it. I'll set one up in case we might want to. We also do have full war support, so we don't need to worry about that. Stability would be nice. I'll legislate freedoms for the stability. Now we'll try to hold. Of course, we'd have to reassign them, which is kind of shitty, because then they don't get the panzer bonuses and stuff. What if we do a marine invasion on Miami, and then do naval invasions of non-marine divisions surrounding it? Like so. We might have to increase our tech for that to work. We might be limited in, but I think we're limited to 5, so I think it should work. Yeah, we might be limited in the amount of divisions we can assign to naval nations concurrently, but it seems to be working. We've got an altogether 4. I think we're limited to 5, right? It should be found under... I think it's under here. No, it's not. I think it's under here then. Yeah, there it is. So our capacity is 10, actually. That's pretty decent. Don't need to increase that at all. So we might want to make new submarines, though... Actually, yeah, let's make new submarines, just because it's cheap and they're cheap to build. And we can use them, you know, to keep trying to strangle the... Wait, are we actually even? Yeah, we are. Nothing's happening here. I'll assign submarines over here as well. Yeah, we can keep trying to strangle the PSA. Honestly, hunter-killer as well. Don't even need them on convoy escort, but we may as well assign them on patrol. Some cruisers here we could assign to, I think, probably a scout fleet. We got 3 there, we got 4 there. That's an ACR, it's like armored cruiser, so I think we should probably assign a light cruiser to this one. Then we can probably assign another light cruiser to something like the battle fleet. Yeah. Got plenty of light cruisers already, but it doesn't hurt to have a couple more here. Or we can assign them to the I'll assign them to the carrier fleet, I think. Wait, no, I'll assign it to the hunter-killer fleet because the hunter-killer fleet doesn't need a cruiser with airplanes. It doesn't need to, but having a cruiser with airplanes gives them a larger spotting radius, or better spotting, I believe. And I believe those designs do have airplanes, unless I'm thinking of the new designs, which we haven't put into use yet. Hopefully not. They're pushing against us, but this is not a good place for a counterattack because we can only attack from one. Never mind, we can actually attack 2 angles. Maybe we should Brazilian volunteers. Oh, that's a lot of infantry. Okay, let's try a counterattack immediately. Simultaneously. Try that. Still want to try for Cheyenne, but it's a hard nut to crack. Of course, we can't take that. Maybe we're here. We have something over here. There's a lot of divisions that are very low strength there. So just wear them down. And same here, actually. I think that's piles that they've taken from us, and we can easily take them back. This is hills. They've got units moving out of there. Also, they've got fucking Mexicans, Mexican volunteers as well. A bit worrisome. I'm extremely worried about the Mexicans or the Mexicans getting involved. If the Canadians get involved, they'll be on our side, no doubt. Also, we're out of manpower, which means, of course, we need to go up to the dreaded all adults serve. Our enemy, of course, will have plenty of manpower still. Nope, probably not, but he's still on extensive inscriptions, so he can afford to be on low manpower. How are the naval invasion plans going? They're actually done, I think. Yeah, they're all done. Let's try to activate them all again. Who are you guys? Oh shit, they aren't. Wait, no, they are. No, they're not. Fuck. Oh, I guess we'll have to wait before we look them over. I forgot to assign the infantry divisions to that naval invasion plan. Honestly, we might not even need them. I think I'm just gonna assign them to the National Guard, so they can help out over here. What is happening here? No, no, no. You need to keep going. They've got a head tank there, but again, on the defense, not necessarily the best. It's good for breakthrough and stuff. So how about we try something like this? There we go. Probably not going to be the most effective plan, but over time we should. Oh, never mind. Wait, how do they have that many troops in? Oh, they got another heavy tank division that came, I guess, from over here. I'm gonna hold that because it's gonna be a waste of manpower, I think. When you see them try to attack one of your attacks, then you gotta attack that attack as well. Very low supplies, of course. How's the tank doing? Where is the tank? Yes, it's over here. Yep, it's over here. How long? Still a little while. We might be able to get the motorizer there before we get the tank over there. Just gonna stop them from moving troops into that tile before we get there. Okay, cool. They can't actually take that, so I'm gonna just focus on supporting this. Okay, cool. They stopped. Then we send the tank in as well. Now this should be much different. Encirclement penalty as well. Pro bombardment. Oh, so they are trapped in a pocket because we have ships on the outside. I didn't know that you could actually trap ships on or troops in a port, in a pocket, by just having ships outside. I thought that was like an EU4 mechanic only or something like that. Let us get some light cruisers, I suppose. We are very like heavy right now. We don't have a lot of light ships. God damn, everything's like slowing down heavily. Let's slow this down. Let's get these guys on this attack instead. Because apparently they did not continue helping. That might be why. I'll have them focus on this attack first. Don't know why he stopped helping. Probably because he got attacked from behind, like from the rear. Alright, we should take this now. Fucking hell. They've moved a bunch of troops over. which means the tank is gonna have to pull back. At the very least. I'm fine with pulling back all the way to Miami. Though it does mean we have to babysit this a little bit. Let's have a look here. Trying to see if they're moving any troops away from... They might have just removed troops away from the east coast here. They might not even have shifted them away from the front line, which really upsets me. If that's the case. Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry, I've fought more desperate battles than this. Of course, I've had other nations on my side when it's so. Fucking hell, every time. Oh. Got a battle here, like a full-on battle. Still gotta keep these guys under bombardment, I think. Let's have a look at the Second Weltkrieg. 3.46 million for the German Empire in terms of casualties. That's a lot. And 1.67 million for the Commune of France. 500,000 for the Union of Britain. So that's basically a World War I style, like Weltkrieg 1 style, slow, very entrenched type of warfare. Like the kind of warfare that's in after like halfway through 1914, I think, or 1915. On the Western Front, of course. And we have naval invasions in Italy and in Provence. Ottoman Empire still strong. Russian government ruling all over Ungarn-Sternberg's lands still looks disgusting. Siberia looks weird. And the DMZ still looks weird. The Transmore DMZ. The militarized zone. Or buffer zone. Borderlands. Here, we'll hold off. We won't make any daring attacks for a while now. Because obviously this is not working. Hold on, can we make one guy? No, we can't. For this to be effective, I think, like, my mistake was not sending more troops, and for this to be effective, I would have to take these tiles and hold those tiles, and then have troops in these tiles supporting. It wasn't enough to just take this, because then they get sandwiched, which means they get bogged down, which means they can't do anything, which means these guys are now dead. Because they're going to get beaten down in an encirclement, like this. Because these guys can't actually take this. It might also have just been the fact that I didn't assign the infantry as well to this plan. That might have been the thing that killed us as well. And in that case, my bad. Truly. Actually got 1 too many infantry divisions. Let's send the volunteers to the militia. We still have 1 more infantry division, which I suppose we could assign to... I mean, the place to assign them would be here, but we don't have this anymore, so... I think... So, I think the legation marines, yeah, they're... Let's be honest, their, design is trash. Straight up. I think, we should assign the extra infantry to the State Guard. And then we'll take off some of the mountain divisions. Because they're actually decent. Actually, no, we can't, yeah, we can't change them around, but we'll take off some of the mountain divisions. Which, I believe they do count for, count as special forces, so even though they're event spawned. Because we don't have any other special forces, do we? No, we don't. So these guys have to count special forces. I'll reassign them momentarily to this stuff. I want to delete this guy, even though they're good. I want to delete the unit just because our unit... Wait, unit cannot be disbanded. Then I literally cannot have special forces then, I suppose. Oh, that sucks. I can, actually. We got a limit of 4. There we go. Let's train 2. Should be good. Actually, let's make it 3. And let's cut down on the garrison, just to make up for that. Or make room for that. This stuff, of course, dying. I'm sorry for the gross failure that was that naval invasion and waste of a tank division as well as 2 motorized divisions. Also, I believe I didn't see the... Oh, what the fuck? They don't even have planes. Why? That makes sense, because I didn't see any planes helping out. But they've got a... I thought they have 60 limit. Why can I only assign, like... Oh, sorry, hold on. No, I can assign 2 wings, of course. So 1 wing like that. And 1 wing like that. That makes sense that I didn't see any planes helping out, because they didn't have any assigned, apparently, and I'm not sure if that's because of the shitty design that I didn't supervise, or if it's because the... which is obviously totally my bad, or if it's because the game didn't reassign some after some got killed, which might also be a possibility. The case involving the marriage of Andrea Perez to Sylvester Davis has finally reached the Supreme Court. Andrea Perez is classified as white, while Sylvester Davis is considered Negro as per the US Census. Again, this is the ugly past in America. However, California's law forbids all marriages of white persons with Negro Mongolians, members of the Malay race, or mulattoes are illegal and void. That is messed up, and that no license may be issued authorizing the marriage of a white person with a Negro, mulatto, Mongolian, or a member of the Malay race. Again, I gotta say, this is some like fucked up stuff I'm saying, these words. Do not use them out of context. This is me reading historical stuff. So, consequently, County Clerk W.G. Sharp followed California law and refused to give them their marriage licenses. However, Perez, with help of their lawyer, Daniel G. Marshall, brought forth a writ of mandamus. Within the trial, one of the arguments that was brought up was the fact that both Perez and Davis were Catholic and wanted a Catholic marriage that included Mass. By denying them the license, they stated that the state was depriving them of the holy sacrament of matrimony. However, the fate of the case is within the hands of the Supreme Court, which shall be decided. 4-3 the ban is overturned, or 3-4 the ban is kept. Well, considering we're not going down the path of social conservatism, 4-3 the ban is overturned, of course. Racial segregation in terms of marriage should not exist in the 1940s. Holy shit, dude. Oh. The Russian Empire invaded Iceland. Last time we had something like that in Norway, I think, was in, you know, the freaking 1800s. With, like, you weren't allowed to, marry the Sami indigenous people if you were Norwegian, or if you did, they would have to take the Norwegian name and stuff like that. Oh my god. I forget how strong our navy is compared to the CSA navy. I feel bad for them. Well, I don't, because they've been kicking our ass, so I'm happy, but still. This was purely a naval war, we would have won. But of course, they're so self-sufficient in the these states here that that's just not the case. We'll save our manpower a little bit, and we'll do another push on the Syndicalist front whenever whenever everything is sort of like built up again. My concern is that the enemy will have time to rebuild as well, but hopefully they will not. Again, still extended conscriptions, we might want to exploit that whenever possible. So maybe we should just immediately push. Exploit the fact that the AI is kind of like a stupid idiot right now. Not uncharacteristic for the AI, of course. That's right. Sorry, I'll have to hold those. Push. Of course, they come under attack there now. You see, the only troops that are like well supplied here are the Mexicans. The idea is to wear down these troops so we can push in before they change the law to anything above extensive conscription territory requirement, for example, so that they can, so they don't actually have time to like reinforce their troops at all. Anyways, we are at the end of the video. It's 30 minutes. Central America has capitulated. It's at the New England. What's going on here? Commonwealth of Canada invaded, of course. Central America was in the International Island. Well, uncertain times. Central America has imploded. I'm going to call the episode here with demarcation line in Russia and Iceland. Some weirdness going on there. Invasion in Italy and Provence. Hopefully they get something done there so we can, strangle and starve out the syndicalists in America. By the way, thank you so much for watching. Before you go, I do want to say something. If you do have a Twitch account, if you are inclined to watch videos live on, or watch streams live on twitch.tv, I will be streaming a bit more in the future. I have in the past few days, so if you have a Twitch account, and if you do watch Twitch streams, please click the link in the description for my Twitch channel and hit me a follow, because if you like these videos, you'll like the streams as well, and they're way more interactive. I talk to the community, and, whenever I do something stupid, you can tell me immediately, and I can respond immediately. And, of course, Patreon to support me financially, and Twitter for dumb shit, as I say, outside of the videos, of course. And finally, Discord for the awesome community that we have going on there. All that you can find in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.